What's up, real estate agents? I know that things are getting tough out there. The market is very different and people are acting a little bit differently in our market. But today I'm here to give you a pep talk. It's going to be okay. We are absolutely going to crush the second half of 2024. And a lot of people are already doing work, but now it's time for you to lay the law down. It's time for you to set into action all of your intentions, and your goals are still reachable. Let's jam out. What's up, guys? Jeremy Kane, Real Estate Agent Playbook. And this is something that I recently posted on a high comment engagement post. And I am just so dedicated to helping agents fight through the hard, fight through the suck. And if you need a pep talk every once in a while, I would love it if you came back to my YouTube channel, jam out on that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. You will be rewarded with content like this. I get really tactical in some of the things that I've done to produce an absolutely amazing, lucrative real estate career through sphere of influence and managing industry partners, as well as social media and all the traditional aspects as well. But please definitely do that. If you're listening on the podcast, thanks so much. We are trying to grow that community. So every 5-star review goes a long way on that platform. But while we're here, let's get you going. Let's get you pumped up. It is game time, right? I am Coach Kane, and I'm here for the pep talk. So let's get into it. So first and foremost, we must talk about the current market climate. It seems as though everybody, that's great at real estate, been in it for a long time, is crushing. But when you pull back the curtain, the truth is the people that are absolutely struggling are definitely not putting it out there on social media. And the people that are doing well, I will tell you, right? All transaction volume is down. Granted, we've seen appreciation, and so those percentages, seem to be kind of carrying the weight. But it's absolutely okay to be struggling because the transaction count is down. Less transactions means less, quote unquote work. You feel like you're, almost at that point. I can't tell you how many of my friends that are agents are talking about getting second jobs and trying to do this. My plea to you is just stick with it. I will tell you that the people that are putting in the work and have the grit to get through this piece will absolutely be rewarded on the other side, just as any downturn in any market, any industry, any business, right? Ed Milet talks a lot about fall and winter, right? We are here in that real estate, space. Absolutely. The last 5 years have been absolutely bonkers. We didn't have to do much to absolutely crush it. But I'm here to tell you that a lot of those clients that bought and sold over the last 5 years, those people, they are very well your next transactions, right? People are struggling. People are moving if they have to move, whether that's death, divorce, relocation, job stuff. And so we have to really focus in on that, right? And who better to talk to you about focusing on your sphere than yours truly. And I have created a course that is available now. There's a link below that's all about managing these pillars of business and going all in on certain pillars of business, because when the time gets tough, shiny object syndrome absolutely creeps up. And here we are. The next thing you know, we're moving on to imposter syndrome, right? You're seeing all these people crushing it on the internet. You're like, oh, I don't know if I can do that, but I have to try that strategy. Look, social media is not for the faint of heart. Social media is a great tool when used properly. But if you're looking at other people and feeling sorry for yourself, or you're, even in the wolf pack with all our masterminds, sometimes I have the newer agents say, well, it really sucks when I'm listening to people win and I'm struggling, right? Well, that's a terrible attitude. You have to understand that people winning in your cohort is absolutely the ability, gives you the ability to reach out to them and lean on them, especially in the wolf pack, the family, the culture, everyone's helping everyone. And sometimes you need to hear it, right? Maybe that'll give you the kick in the pants to get going and absolutely move your business forward. But the bottom line is, as a community, we come together, we lift each other up. And the imposter syndrome is something that, not a lot of people have dealt with. Social media is still relatively new. And the way that people are posting and what people are posting just take it with a grain of salt. If it's an idea you can incorporate in your business, do it. If it's a win for a colleague or competition, celebrate that win, right? They would celebrate your wins as well, hopefully. And so that's where we have to really push imposter syndrome aside. You are your own person. You have your own business. You are your own independent contractor. And no matter what brokerage you're at, it doesn't matter. You have to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, are you really doing what it takes to win every single day? And if you're not, that's what we're here for, because you can absolutely change that right here, right now. I don't care if transactions are down. I don't care if interest rates are high. It is within you to have more conversations, change your follow-up, and convert the conversations into lifelong relationships. And hopefully at some point that bears the fruit of transactions down the road. But the relationship is where we need to focus. So yes, right now it is hard for buyers. Interest rates are up. Affordability is a concern across the board. I don't care what market you're in, because the cost of living is directly impacted by the home prices and all the things. And, so it is what it is. But what do we have to do for those buyers? We have to stand up. There are people that have to get into homes because they're out there renting, throwing away their money, right? It's time for some of those people to just say, okay, whatever. The market was tough. I didn't get in. The interest rates were super low. The competition was high. Now the interest rates are high. The competition's a little less, but the affordability is challenged. Just do everything you can. I talk about putting the gloves on, right? Like you're going into a 10-round boxing match, a UFC fight, whatever you're looking at, and you have to absolutely get creative. You have to master your craft. You have to, be an expert negotiator. And the truth is, if you don't have a lot of clients, you have time to go to some of these classes and talk to some of the top producers, invite top producers to lunch. Absolutely. If you're watching this and you're fearful of reaching out, please reach out to me, 303-210-0378 right now. Comment below. Let's go to lunch. I am in Denver. If you're not in Denver, we can Zoom, book a game plan call, whatever you need. But you have something special and you can put that into play, but you have to understand that it is your duty to your buyers to continue to stay in the fight, continue to stay on the market, look for those opportunities, because as the market kind of peaks out here, at least in our market in the summer months, the opportunities start flowing in nice and quick. And it's not the same kind of opportunity where you're going to get a deal or you're going to get, way off, but you have the ability to get in, maybe with a little bit under asking price, maybe with concessions. But you as an agent need to know this. You need to know your market. So put on the dang gloves and throw some punches for your buyers, right? This is the American dream. This is our job. And show up, right? Your value stack should include that you are going to do everything you possibly can to get that buyer into a home that's suitable for their needs to start their wealth journey, if you will. Or maybe someone's moving, maybe someone's getting a divorce and they had a really, really nice home and they have to kind of take it with a grain of salt, and now their expenses are cut in half and they have to get into something that's maybe not as luxurious or nice. And so you have to be there to support them, but still understand that going from the luxurious nice to a rental where they're throwing away $2,500, $3,000 a month, not continuing to build their wealth or rebuilding it as it just got cut in half. This is where you need to show up for your people. And it is important now more than ever, and the ability for you to have that empathy and do it and do everything you possibly can to get them into something that works for them is of utmost importance. These will be your lifelong clients. These will not be the clients that are going to the AI agent or going to Zillow, right? So show up, put the gloves on, and absolutely throw those punches. Next, right? Sellers. Not a lot of people are moving unless they have to, right? This means difficult transactions, like I've mentioned, death, divorce, relocation, job issues, have to downsize because of, XYZ, whatever that is. Sometimes there is reasons that people have to move that they're not, absolutely in love with. And so you need to understand the winners. But first you must know the market, right? Understand the market, understand who is winning. We are still currently in a seller's market in Denver here, but things have changed a little bit. The seller's market is not what it used to be. Showings aren't off the chains the first week. In fact, I was just in a mastermind yesterday, and they're talking about how it's been like week 3 and 4 where things start to pop off and even getting multiple offers. So patience is the key, but knowing the market is important. If you don't have any listings or you don't have any sellers, I encourage you to really study the market and find out where those pockets are where people are winning. Is it a certain zip code that you can farm or that you're familiar with? Is it, people that are looking to downsize or whatever that is? Know the market and find the winners and tailor your entire marketing plan to that ideal avatar, right? As agents, especially with social media, we sometimes focus on our brand so much that we're not focusing on who we're connecting with. We're just putting out content to put out content. Focus in on the market, find the winners, create your ideal avatar. If you have a great ideal avatar, please just put out content to them. But if you don't, start with the market, find the winners, and develop that into your avatar and really focus on that. And then understand when the market changes, that avatar may shift, right? If all of a sudden, foreclosures are the hottest thing in town, you're probably not, focusing on, first-time home buyers or whatever. Maybe you are. Maybe those go together, right? So that's the key. Know the market, find the winners. And then let's go with it, right? We need a unique value proposition. Now is the time. Now is the time with the NAR settlements. People are having conversations, and you need to have a unique value proposition. I just released a webinar on increasing your income despite the NAR commission lawsuits. In that webinar is a super bonus where I give you the 30-day plan to go from a buyer's agent to a listing agent. Check that out in the link below. But let's get into this unique value proposition. Bringing a unique value, right? A lot of people are, I care about my clients. I want to get them the best deal. I'm a great negotiator. No, what's the value you actually bring, right? My annual review is a value that I can talk about with my buyers that haven't purchased yet. I can talk about with my past clients. And I can talk about people within my sphere that are homeowners that maybe I didn't help them buy their home. Right? So that's a value proposition that I can bring. I'm going to help them manage the asset of their home, right? And that's exactly what the type of value proposition you need to add, right? I love helping people too. I have a psychology degree. I'm really smart. I'm a great negotiator, yes, but I also have the responsibility to help my clients manage assets and build wealth through real estate. That is my value proposition. You need one just like it. And then the next thing, I'm going to tell it to you guys straight. Right here, right? Helping you win every single day at the game of real estate. We get paid very well for what we do at this stage of the game. You need to work, right? You need to earn that income. For a while, we were just kind of rolling out of bed, doing our thing, managing our database, posting a story on social, getting clients, crushing deals, selling $20 million worth of real estate, right? Now it's a lot harder. The transactions are harder. The emotions are harder. The economy is weird and people are having bigger issues, and we need to be empathetic to that. But we as agents have to work. We have to work every single day for what we want. If your goals are high and you want to have that, increased income, you have to put the time in, right? I am so sick and tired of hearing agents that put in 20 hours a week and don't expect the same results that they got 5 years ago. It's time to buckle down, work, focus, build out your 4 pillars, exactly like my Foundations Builder course. Again, the link below, check that out. It's on sale right now. It's absolutely amazing. It's a whole community of people that are like-minded, but I promise you we work, right? And so agents, step back, evaluate. I'm not saying completely, put the blinders on, work 90 hours a week, forget your family. No, but we must put 40, 50, 60 hours of dedicated work that actually has a roadmap and you have a plan, right? That is the biggest thing. We just call work and, we're like, okay, well, cold calling is the only way. That's how my mentor did it. And then you just dial the phones and you hate being, cold called and advertised that way. So you're going to have a hard time, converting leads that way because you hate being, advertised to that way. But you must put in time. And somebody says, well, Jeremy, I don't know what to do. Right? I don't know what to do. Well, that's exactly why I released that course. So check that out and just promise me that you're going to put in the work, because if you put in the dedicated work, if you have distractions at home, go somewhere else, right? Build an office in your house, whatever you have to do, go to a coffee shop, but you have to work. And in this business, you have to have conversations with people, and that's where it starts. So more conversations. Focus on something as little like the Wolfpack does is adding 5 people to your database every single day. If you do that, real people, not fake people, you will not be disappointed, because after 30 days, that's what, 150 people in your database. Absolutely incredible and game changing. Do that for 3 months and you're 450 people in your database. That's the dedication it's going to take right now. Have more conversations because we have less transactions. And then the final thing is avoid those shiny objects. Pick your pillars, pick your core focuses. Definitely attend trainings and add things, but do not stray from your lead generation pillars. I suggest 4. That's what my whole course is built on. The whole community is about, is dialing in these 4 pillars, applying the 12-week accelerators and going from there. But shiny object syndrome, especially now, especially with social media, you see something somebody's doing, you don't know what ad spend they're putting behind it, you don't know what their follow-up criteria is, you don't know what their experience is, but you're like, oh, I'm going to do that because it looks like they just, posted on social and sold that house. That's not what went into it. A lot more did. Focus on you and your personality and what you know. If you need any help determining what those are, please reach out. You know where to find me. Comment below. Shoot me a text message, a DM, whatever it takes. I am here to help you. But agents, this is an opportunity. As agents, give up and throw in the towel. You need to step up for your people. You need to step up for your clients, or I will. And that's the bottom line, right? And so I want you to win at the game of real estate every single day, just like I'm doing right now. And the grind is a little bit harder. I'm not, the hustle culture is not something I'm subscribing to here. You just have to dial in and have an organized piece, and you can do this, right? This is the biggest opportunity that you have to create wealth for your family right here, right now. If you go off and get another job, you're just delaying from the foundation and from the task at hand, right? It is possible. You can do it. I'm here for you. Go get a win today.